Morning.
One person said it was bubbling up from the sewer and it was 2 feet deep at one point. A street department worker spent much of the morning making this quick repair. Investigators spent more than 5 hours looking into a fire in a South Moorhead apartment building. It happened last night at Scaff Apartments on 27th Avenue South.
Fire officials say damage was contained to one unit. No one was hurt. Fargo police want your help finding this missing teenager. Look at your screen. 13-year-old Takara Mork has not been home since early last Saturday morning.
She was last seen in North Fargo around 3 a.m. Contact Fargo PD, or you can send an anonymous tip to keyword Fargo PD, the number 847-411. We're now learning new information on the July 14th ambush shooting in Fargo that killed one officer, wounded 2 others, as well as a bystander.
That shooter, Mohammed Barakat, was known to the FBI, who interviewed him 2 years ago at his Fargo apartment. Valley News Team's Alex Larson has the latest.
BCI and the FBI are working on this investigation, and that's information that they would have. There's also information you might obtain public record-wise. I'm not privy to his previous record at this time.
That's been the answer to any question about Mohammed Barakat and his interactions with police or the FBI. New information reveals Barakat was questioned about his guns 2 years ago in July 2021.
But there was this Guardian report some years back made by a member, someone who was familiar with him or knew him.
We've now learned the report to the FBI was an anonymous tip about Mohammed Barakat, in which the tipster expressed concern about Barakat's mental state, saying he had access to a significant number of firearms and had used threatening language. The FBI forwarded the information to the Fargo Police Department. The statement says detectives made 3 visits to Barakat's apartment over the next 2 weeks.
I'm not going to say much about it except to say it is not, we are told, about a threat of violence or an act of this nature or anything along these lines.
In an interview, Barakat denied any ill intentions. The statement says, as there was no evidence of any ongoing illegal activities or indications of an imminent threat, it was determined that no further action could be taken. This revelation, as many continue to be on edge, wondering if there is another threat to the community.
I have full faith that the FBI, working in conjunction with the ATF and our partners at BCI at the state level, are going to conduct a completely thorough investigation. That investigation is going on right now. It's being conducted aggressively and intensely, and we trust them to follow all appropriate leads.
In Fargo, Alex Larson, Valley News Live.
You at home can read more about this. It's an update on our VNL News app.
6:52 right now. Let's get a check of your fast track forecast as meteorologist Lisa Green tracking our radar. Good morning, Lisa.
Good morning. Yes, you know, you might be thinking it's going to be a beautiful day looking out the window and seeing the sun in some spots, but there's rain coming our way and clouds that'll be taking over in advance of that as well. So you can see most of the valley pretty quiet right now, but we're already starting to see some thunderstorms in the vicinity, and this stretches back toward Bismarck and beyond as well. So let's zoom in a little bit more. You can see some rain stretching from Devil's Lake at the very top of your screen there, moving in and just west of Devil's Lake, the Carrington area, western parts of Stutsman County. Pretty soon, Jamestown, you'll see at least some light rain or some sprinkles. But then there's this little thunderstorm, this little cluster around the Gackle area. And then that is stretching back to Streeter as well. And you could see some lightning bolts there, some heavier rain as well, moving into places like western Lemoore County. So the Judd area, you're going to see that rain pushing in shortly. And so some of us have seen some areas of rain already start up for the valley, whereas in Fargo we've got this beautiful sunrise happening this morning, and a lot of us in northwest Minnesota especially enjoying that sun. So far Jamestown not seeing the rain just yet. We're at 61 degrees there. It's 58 in Fargo and in Grand Forks. Much cooler temperatures here this morning compared to recent mornings. And not just that, we've been talking about the muggy feel is moving on with that air mass as well. And then our planner for today, expect to have increasing clouds, increasing chances for some passing showers. For Fargo, may not be till toward midday or into the afternoon. And then into the afternoon hours, we'll start to cool down once that rain passes through. So that creates a different type of temperature range for each part of the valley. This morning, if you're getting rain already, you're going to be cooler throughout the day. For those of us ahead of the rain, we'll warm up into some upper 70s to some low 80s before the rain moves in. This weekend, cooler again compared to earlier this week. 70s to some low 80s on Saturday, a few degrees warmer on Sunday. An isolated shot for a shower or a thunder shower, especially Saturday night and into Sunday. But most of the weekend does look good. You'll just need to keep an eye on the radar in the VNL app.
Yeah, all good resources to have. Lisa, thank you.
One man in jail in connection to an assault outside of a downtown Fargo bar. 33-year-old Jeremy Dalton now facing charges of aggravated assault after the release of a picture of a victim and a bystander earlier this week.
Many people have seen video of the suspect punching a man in the face outside of the Old Broadway bar last Sunday around 2 in the morning. Fargo police are still trying to track down that victim. A Fargo woman is accused of slapping her infant several times and recording it. Macy Belcourt is charged with child abuse and drug-related charges. Police started investigating after a man reported that Belcourt had sent him videos showing her slapping the baby.
He claimed she did it because she was mad at him for going on a boat with other women the previous day. Court records say Belcourt admitted to hitting the child in a fit of rage. The Fargo community continuing their support for officers involved in the July 14th shooting in many ways, with more and more businesses and community members piling in on the help.
Sweet Shots offered a portion of their proceeds yesterday to the Leadership Care Fund.
The sacrifice that he made and the sacrifice that the other officers made, possibly prevented tragedy that we can't even imagine. So, there's no way to put it into words, but if you try, I mean, it's just thank you.
And United States Axe hosted a throwing tournament yesterday to benefit 25-year-old Carly Coswick. She's the bystander who was shot on July 14th and had just started working at United Axe.
Coswick's recovery is expected to take about a year. All of the funds from yesterday's event will go to Coswick and the officers who were involved. Well, hunting season will soon return, and if you need to stock up on some gear or just looking for some fun activities to get into this weekend, you can be sure to check out the Hunt Expo taking place at Shields.
Yeah, it's going on today and tomorrow. That's where we find the Valley Today's Nishay Taylor live this morning with more on what we can expect at the event. And Nishay, are you going for a swim this morning?
I don't know about me, but a few dogs might be going swimming a little later today. But joining me is Matt. He's going to fill us in on what this is behind us and what event is coming up during this Hunt Expo.
Yeah, absolutely. So this is the dog jumping, Dogs dog jumping competition. It'll be running today from 10 to 7. The first hour will be registration and practice time. And then same thing tomorrow, but it'll be running 9 to 5. So.
All right. And you said this event particularly kind of draws plenty of people out. Why do you think so?
I mean, it's dogs jumping in a pool. Who doesn't want to go see that? It draws so many people, whether they're competing or if they just want to watch the dogs actually jump. It's an amazing event. They do a great job putting it on.
Awesome. And there's other things, like obviously you guys sell things for dogs, but there's other things happening with animals here.
Absolutely. So we're actually going to be having Minn Kota Paws here doing microchipping. So they'll be here from 10 to 2 today, and then from 11 to 5 tomorrow. And kind of the cool thing, they're offering it for $25.
Awesome. And folks can also come rescue a puppy also?
Absolutely. So we'll have Turtle Mountain Animal Rescue there in the corner, and they'll have a full lot of rescue puppies that you're actually able to adopt right here in our Shields parking lot.
Yeah, what better way to start your weekend? Checking out some dogs, some puppies, so all of the above, and getting some hunting gear. All right, well, thank you so much, Matt. Yeah, folks, if you want to come get your hunting gear, rescue a puppy, or just watch these dogs jumping into the water, it seems it's going to be exciting. I'm not getting in it, and my puppy's not getting in it, but we may come watch. All right, I'll send it back to you guys in the studio. Nishay Taylor, Valley News Live.
Yeah. You don't want to launch yourself and your dog into the pool? What do you mean? Yeah, I think I would be a bystander in that one as well. It does sound really fun though, Nishay. It's been great checking in with you all morning.
Yeah, it's going to be a good time. Make sure you get out there and see the happy pups as they doggy paddle away. Nishay, thank you. An Irish artist is honoring singer Sinead O'Connor in the sand on an Irish beach. O'Connor died Wednesday at the age of 56.
The sand creation features a lyric from the singer's most famous song, As You Can See, Nothing Compares to You.
Oh, well, thank you for that.
Don't make me laugh after that story.
I am sorry, I know, but you got to find the bright moments in life when you can.
Goodness gracious, you guys.
The Today Show and CBS Mornings are just about to start, but the Valley Today rolls on.
Yeah, we've got plenty more coming up on the Fargo CW. If you have time to hang around, if you're headed out the door, have a wonderful Friday and an even better weekend. Thank you so much for waking up and joining us here on the Valley Today.